Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. It's been revealed that Manchester United paid out 10 million in compensation to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his coaching staff after getting sacked in November. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's final game in charge was the 4-1 defeat to Watford. When Solskjaer officially got sacked, he gave a farewell interview and he got emotional in that farewell interview, which of course was understandable because Solskjaer is a legend of the club and he always will be a legend of the club, and he was part of the club for a long time. Solskjaer was Manchester United manager for almost 3 years. Solskjaer endured 11 years as a player for Man United. Solskjaer had a proven pedigree when he was a player because he won a lot of trophies as a player. His most iconic moment as a player was when he scored the winning goal in the Champions League final at the Nou Camp back in 1999. Solskjaer won the club the treble, and that is the club's greatest achievement. Solskjaer as a player made 366 appearances in all competitions. He scored 126 goals. Solskjaer didn't have a proven pedigree as a manager. The clubs he managed in his managerial career, he managed Manchester United's reserve team, so he watched some of the team grow and develop. He managed Cardiff. His record at Cardiff was terrible. He only endured a short managerial tenure with Cardiff. The reason he got sacked from Cardiff is because he got them relegated. He endured 2 spells at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles and that with them, but they're not a big club. And he managed Manchester United's senior squad. Last year, Solskjaer signed a new contract with Man United until 2024. Manchester United made a mistake giving him that contract because we knew for a long time that he wasn't the long-term manager for Manchester United. I said at the start of this season when Solskjaer was United manager that this season was always going to be massive for him. He had big expectations to exceed. The expectations were far too high for him to exceed at Man United. Solskjaer did not win a trophy as Man United manager. Revert back to last summer, Solskjaer received very good backing from the board and Man United enjoyed a good transfer window last summer. You know, Manchester United made 4 signings. 3 of the 4 signings were major signings. Revert back to the last few months of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's managerial tenure. You know, the performances were bad and the results were very bad to go with the bad performances. But reflecting on that, not all of the blame stemmed from Solskjaer. There was also players that had to take responsibility as well. Solskjaer did get appointed in as Man United's interim manager back in December 2018. He was Manchester United's interim manager for 3 months. He did well as the interim manager, so the club decided to give him the job on a permanent basis back in March 2019. Solskjaer signed around 14 players when he was Manchester United manager. Manchester United spent over £400 million under Solskjaer. On the other side of things, Solskjaer got rid of a lot of players. He offloaded a lot of players permanently. He also loaned players out as well. So a lot of the players he got rid of permanently, he offloaded Daniel James last year. You know, he went to Leeds from Manchester United. He also released Sergio Romero and Joel Pereira. Solskjaer let Agallo go. He let the likes of Ashley Young leave, Valencia leave and Smalling leave. That trio were long-serving players at the club. He offloaded Darmian, let Fellaini go back in January 2019. He offloaded Herrera, Angel Gomez, Sanchez and Romelu Lukaku. I can't remember all the players that Solskjaer loaned out. Some progress was made under Solskjaer because revert back to his first full season. He got Manchester United to 3 semi-finals. And he got us a third place finish. In his second full season, got us to the EFL Cup semi-final, the FA Cup quarter-final and the Europa League final, and that was his first major final as United manager, but unfortunately he didn't win it. And last season Solskjaer got us a second place finish. Don't forget Manchester United went 29 games unbeaten away from home in the Premier League under Solskjaer. And I also like the way Solskjaer developed the youth. So, there you go. You know, Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. Ralph Rangnick, he's been Manchester United's interim manager for almost 3 months. He's Manchester United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then he's expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. Rangnick has been ruled out on getting the Man United job on a permanent basis. Earlier on this season it said Rangnick wanted the permanent Man United job. Rangnick has managed nearly 20 games in all competitions as Manchester United's interim manager. Before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Unfortunately, Rangnick did not get backed in the January transfer window. Rangnick's endured 1 transfer window as Manchester United's interim manager. And Man United endured a very disappointing January transfer window because Manchester United did not make any signings. We should have let Lingard and Henderson leave, but we blocked their exits, and we had the incident with Mason Greenwood towards the end of January. On the other side of things though, Manchester United let around 8 players leave in January. As you all know, Manchester United director John Murtough has confirmed that Manchester United have officially begun their search for a new permanent manager. Mauricio Pochettino and Erik ten Hag are the top candidates. Mauricio Pochettino is the favourite to become Manchester United's next manager. Recently, Manchester United held talks with Mauricio Pochettino. Reports from Spain said not so long ago that Pochettino rejected Manchester United as he's waiting for Real Madrid. Real Madrid are interested in appointing Pochettino to replace Carlo Ancelotti. Real Madrid are unhappy with Carlo Ancelotti. Pochettino is expected to leave PSG at the end of the season. He's been the PSG manager for over a year. His contract at PSG expires next year. I think he's won a French Cup with them. Pochettino is proven in the Premier League, which is beneficial because before he endured a 5.5-year managerial tenure with Tottenham. Back in 2018, he got Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final, and at one point he almost won the league when he was Tottenham manager. Tottenham made a bad mistake sacking him at the time, and before Tottenham he managed Southampton. He only endured a short managerial tenure with Southampton, but he still managed to guide Southampton to their highest ever finish in the Premier League. So they're the clubs he's managed in the Premier League so far, and a lot of years ago managed Espanyol. Revert back to when Manchester United sacked Jose Mourinho. Manchester United should have got Pochettino then, but the club decided to go with Solskjaer instead. Earlier on this season, it said Ralph Rangnick and Richard Arnold want Erik ten Hag to become Manchester United's next manager. There's also a lot of Man United fans that would like to see Erik ten Hag get recommended in. I think if Erik ten Hag became Man United's next manager, he would be capable of winning trophies and he would suit the trappings of the club. You've got to admire the work he's done at Ajax. He's developed the young players well. He's won a couple of Eredivisie titles with them. Revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. He's been the Ajax manager for over 4 years. He got appointed in as the Ajax manager back in 2017. His contract expires next year. Ajax is the 4th club he's managing in his managerial career, because before Ajax he managed Utrecht, before then managed Bayern Munich's reserves, and before then managed Go Ahead Eagles. In the summer of this year, I'm expecting Manchester United to make signings. But on the other side of things, I'm expecting a lot of players to depart the club. The players who I think will leave Manchester United in the summer. So I'm expecting Edinson Cavani to leave. Cavani's out of contract at Man United in the summer. It said earlier on this season that Edinson Cavani is expected to leave as a free agent in the summer. He prefers a move to La Liga. Manchester United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Cavani's out with injury at the moment. He hasn't played for a while. Cavani's had a few injuries since he signed for the club. Jesse Lingard, I'm expecting him to leave in the summer. He's out of contract in the summer. Lingard should have left in January, but like I said, Manchester United blocked his exit. Jesse Lingard has been part of the club for a long time. He is up our academy in that, but he doesn't really get in the team. But surprisingly, he started against Leeds at Ellen Road the other week. Donny van der Beek and Martial, I'm expecting them to leave in the summer at the moment. Van der Beek's out on loan with Everton and Martial's out on loan with Sevilla. Juan Mata, he'll leave Manchester United in the summer. He's out of contract in the summer. Mata doesn't get in the team. Mata lost his place in the team a while ago. He's had a good career at Manchester United. He's made 277 appearances in all competitions and he's scored over 50 goals. Matt has been at Manchester United for 8 years, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Manchester United got Matt from Chelsea back in 2014, paid 37.1 million for him. Ronaldo, he will leave Manchester United in the summer, especially if Manchester United fail to finish in the top 4. Now, as you all know, Rangnick wants to replace Ronaldo with Osimhen. Ralph Rangnick has doubts about Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is out of form at the moment. He's only scored 1 goal in his last 10 games. The last goal Ronaldo scored was against Brighton. Prior to the Brighton game, he didn't score in his last 6 games. Since Ronaldo re-signed for Man United, he's scored 15 goals in all competitions. He's got over 800 goals in his career. Ronaldo's won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. Manchester United re-signed Ronaldo last summer for 20 million, with add-ons included. He wears a number 7 shirt. His contract at Manchester United expires next year. There's an option of a further year. Ronaldo is the highest earner at Man United at the moment. He receives nearly £500,000 a week. Matic, I'm expecting him to leave in the summer because Matic isn't one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he still seems to get his opportunities. Matic is the only predominant centre defensive midfielder Man United have got at the moment. Matic played against Watford, and to be fair, he did well. Not so long ago, he had a shin injury. Matic has been at Manchester United for over 4 years. Manchester United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million. Pogba, there's a good chance he'll be leaving in the summer. He's out of contract in the summer. Revert back to the other week, it said Paul Pogba is open to Premier League offers if he leaves Manchester United this summer. But earlier on this season, it said Pogba would be open to staying at Man United beyond the end of his contract. Pogba has a good relationship with Ralph Rangnick. Pogba's not done too well in his last couple of games, but he's done well in all the other games he's played in since he recovered from injury. Pogba's a good player. He's not only a good player, he's an imperative player as well. This season has been his 6th season at Manchester United since he re-signed. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far, and Pogba's played over 200 games since he re-signed, and Manchester United paid £89 million for him, so reflecting on that, he's our most expensive sign at the moment. We had him when he was a lot younger, under the Ferguson era, but had to let him go due to limited appearances. Jones and Bailly, they'll leave in the summer because they don't really get in the team. Man United could look to sell Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka in the summer because they're not good enough to represent the club, and Dean Henderson will leave in the summer. Like I've already mentioned, Henderson should have left in January. Henderson doesn't really get in goal because revert back to last summer, De Gea reclaimed that number 1 spot back. Henderson has only made 3 appearances this season. Earlier on this season, he got arrested for abusing his girlfriend. So there you go. Not so long ago, Manchester United drew 0-0 against Watford at Old Trafford. Reflecting on that, the top 4 is now in doubt for Man United. Arsenal have 3 games in hand, is it? Man United were dominant against Watford, we dominated the possession, we had chances, but we couldn't convert them chances. We had a total of 22 shots. But on the other side of things, Man United only had 3 shots on target. Manchester United play Manchester City on Sunday the 6th of March at the Etihad Stadium. It's the Manchester Derby. That is a massive game for Manchester United. It'll be a difficult game as well. Manchester City, they recently beat Peterborough 2-0 in the FA Cup, and City won the last league game against Everton 1-0. But City were lucky to win that game. Everton got robbed. Everton should have had a penalty. Manchester City are top of the Premier League at the moment. The only team that can catch them is Liverpool. The league is between City and Liverpool without a doubt. Manchester City have got a very good manager in Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is regarded as one of the best managers in the world. Pep Guardiola's won a lot of trophies in his managerial career. He's won a lot of trophies at Manchester City. You know, last season Manchester City won the Premier League. City have won 3 titles in the last 4 seasons. They also won the Carabao Cup last season. Prior to Liverpool winning it recently, City won the Carabao Cup for the last 4 seasons in a row. Don't forget, City got to the Champions League final last season, but they lost it to Chelsea. The Champions League is the only trophy City have not yet won. A few years ago, Man City won the domestic treble. So reflecting on that, they replicated what Manchester United did back in 1999. The season City won the domestic treble, they finished on 100 points. Pep Guardiola has been Man City's manager for around 6 years. Man City appointed him in back in 2016. His contract at Man City expires next year. A lot of years ago, Guardiola and Bielsa worked together, and obviously Bielsa taught Pep Guardiola, and Guardiola's been following Bielsa's philosophy at City. Before City, Guardiola obviously managed Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Guardiola won the Champions League with Barcelona, and he also nearly won it when he was at Bayern Munich. Before Pep Guardiola, Man City had Manuel Pellegrini. They won the Premier League under him, and before then City had Roberto Mancini. City won the title under Mancini. When they won it under Mancini, it was their first title in 44 years. I think they also won the FA Cup under Mancini. Manchester City have got a very good squad, like I mentioned on the preview earlier on today. You know, they've got the likes of Gabriel Jesus. He's a very good striker. You know, he scores goals. Raheem Sterling's good. Raheem Sterling has been at Manchester City now for quite a few years. Manchester City got him from Liverpool. Phil Foden, he's a very good young player. Phil Foden came up Manchester City's academy. Manchester City signed Julian Alvarez from River Plate in January, but Alvarez did get loaned back out to River Plate until the end of the season. At the end of the season, Julian Alvarez will officially be a Manchester City player. Riyad Mahrez is good. He's been at City for around 4 years. Manchester City got him from Leicester. Bernardo Silva's a good attacking player. Kevin De Bruyne, he's regarded as one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Manchester City got him from Wolfsburg. Ilkay Gundogan, he's a good midfielder. Cole Palmer, he's recently been out with injury. Rodri, I think he's done well for Man City recently, but he didn't enjoy a good start to his Manchester City career. Jack Grealish, I think he's been very poor for Man City. He's done nowhere near as well as a lot of Man City fans expected. I thought he was far superior at Aston Villa than he has been at City. Manchester City paid £100 million for Jack Grealish, so reflecting on that, he's their most expensive signing. They've got Zinchenko. He doesn't really get in the team, does he? Joao Cancelo. He's a very good left back. Kyle Walker, he's a good right back for Man City. Manchester City got him from Tottenham. Man City paid around £50 million. Man City have got good centre backs. You know, they've got John Stones, that's a good centre back. Manchester City got him from Everton. They've got Ruben Diaz, that's a good centre back. Laporte's a very good centre back. And they've got Nathan Ake, but Nathan Ake doesn't really get in the team. Man City got him from Bournemouth. Manchester City's first choice goalkeeper is Edison, decent goalkeeper. Their second choice goalkeeper is Zach Steffen, he's been out with injury. And their third choice goalkeeper is Scott Carson. So there you go, you know, City have spent a lot of money. Guardiola spent over £1 billion in his managerial career, but more than half of that has been put on that Man City team. Let me put into the equation that City have lost players. Revert back to January. They lost Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres went to Barcelona from City. They lost Leroy Sané a few years ago. He went to Bayern Munich. They lost Aguero at the end of last season. He went to Barcelona on a free. They also lost Eric Garcia. He went to Barcelona. David Silva left them. He went to Real Sociedad. They lost Jack Harrison. He went to Leeds from City. They lost Vincent Kompany quite a few years ago now. He went to become player manager at Anderlecht, and they lost Otamendi. Otamendi was part of the deal of Man City getting Ruben Diaz, and City lost Joe Hart. So there you go. Manchester United won this fixture against City at the Etihad last season 2-0. City won at Old Trafford earlier on this season 2-0. So there you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.